Hi everyone, this is Dave again, and today I'm going to continue the third part of uh, my journey to learn Polish and the current situation that I'm buying a hot dog at in Polish. And you should see the previous two videos I made if you want to learn the first sentences, and each time I'm trying to improve it, adding a bit more context, a bit more sentences. And like I say, after today, I feel a bit better. It's, I'll tell you at the end during this video what happened. So, first thing I would want to say, the first video I said Dzień dobry is like good morning, and you can say to everyone when you come, even if it's not morning, if it's night or whatever, or evening. So, what I thought, the first thing when I studied Polish, I always told me Dzień dobry is good morning. But when I think about it now, Dzień is day. So I think it also means like a good day. So that's why I guess it's normal to say it not only in the morning, but also in different times. So just want to clear it up because I think it's important. I just thought about it a few days ago. So let's see what I did today. Like, if you remember last time, my main sentence was Jakie, do wyboru. And I had some kind of a conflict because parówki is just one type of sausage, of hot dogs or sausage. Because in Polish you have few. So I thought to be more general, and the more general way to say it is Jakie, rodzaje, hotdogów, do wyboru. So that's what I wanted to try today. And also how to pay, because I delayed it a few times and I want to just also add this one. And eventually I did some other thing. I will show you when we reach to that. So that was the plan for today. So let me just write it. Now it's 2:46. Okay, so when I first enter, of course I first say Dzień dobry. And after that I say my sentence is Chciałbym zamówić dużego hot doga. Chciałbym zamówić dużego hot doga. Which means I want a big hot dog. So that was easily understood, and after that I had a bit of misunderstanding. I think I said Jakie, rodzaje hotdogów są do wyboru. I think this word rodzaje, I didn't say it correctly. So the sellers, she showed me that they have parówki, but they have had many types. So I just asked it again, jakie rodzaje hotdogów są do wyboru? And then she started to tell me the types. There were, she said the kielbasa is big and duże. She said, and she said also some that was small, like I think it was parówki. She said also something like ser, I think, kabano ser, or I don't really know. But she said like 3 or 4 types of sausages, and I just remember the first one she said, which is kielbasa. So I just said poproszę kielbasa, or proszę kielbasa. That's what I said, and then she understood. And then I had to pay. What does it says here? This is not. I will just remove this sentence. It's not. just before I move on, I just want to say, Jakie, rodzaje, hotdogów są do wyboru. Wyboru is selection. So do, like, from the selection. So I would say it's like what type of selection. Type is, rodzaje is type, as I understand. So what type of selection of hot dogs do you have? Or in practical speaking, I just ask what types of hot dogs do you have? Just want to clear it up because vyboru is a very important word. Okay, so that now it's 5:47, and let's see, right here 5. When I type it, it goes a bit more, but never mind. And then I need to pay. So usually I just say kartą, but I think it's more correct than what my teacher told me. I said płatność, kartą. This is wa. No. This is S, and this S and C, it's like it's S and ch. It's hard to say, but you need to practice it. Płatność. It's something like that, I think. Płatność. And if you say it quickly, it's I guess it's okay. Płatność kartą. This is also very hard to say. So it means card payment. And the seller understood me, and I paid with the card, and then she went to smoke. And now it's like 7. It was 7:05 now. 5, and it's right here 7:05 here. Maybe I should write it in a better way. She went to smoke, and then she was smoking because she put the bun, the bread of the sausage to warm up, because how do they make it? They first warm up, so it's like hot, and then after it warms up, they take the bun, put the sauce and the sausage inside of it. So in the meantime, she went to smoke, and I stayed there, and I thought what I can also do. So I thought about this sentence, which I'm not sure it's perfectly correct, but I just, anyway, I said it. And when she came, because the next thing she needs to do is put the sauce. So usually she would tell me Jakie sauce, and I will tell her what I want. But I thought maybe if I ask her what sauces she has before she asks me, then I can do a bit more practice, and it's also be interesting what do they have. So when she came back, I just told her Jakie sauce są do wyboru, which I don't know if it's correct, the grammar, if you because I don't know sauce if it's singular or plural. I need to say it, but I don't know. But I know it's very understood, and I will just verify this with my teacher. So I can say it correctly, and you can also do it correctly. But this is perfectly enough because they understand you, and it's very understandable. So I said Jakie sauce są do wyboru. It means like what a selection of sauces you have. And she started to tell me what they have. She said czosnkowy. I said okay. She said also Americane or something, or Americano, I don't know. And she said it's ostra. Ostra, I think it's spicy, and I already tried it, and I didn't like this. I like spicy, but not this type. And she continued, she told me some other things, and she said also musztard, I think. So I said, okay. I said, poproszę sos czosnkowy I sos musztardowy, which I already remember how to say. And this is here, where I have it here, this sauce. Here. Here I said Chciałbym, but you can also say poproszę, explain it in a few minutes, but poproszę sos musztardowy i sos czosnkowy, just like we practiced before. So if you did practice, it's all, for me it's already easy, which is a bit funny, like amazing, because like a week ago I thought it was very hard, but now I think it's easy. So it's only about how much you practice it. That's the most important thing. Okay, so she put the sauce and she gave him the hot dog and I said dziękuję, and that was the end of the conversation. Here now it's like 10:46. 46, and I can type this 46 here. Sorry. And let's now practice the sentences. So what we did already, we said Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. After that I said what I want. Chciałbym I don't want this. I want chciałbym zamówić dużego hot doga. Chciałbym this O is a U actually. This W is a V. So chciałbym zamówić dużego hot doga. If you don't know how to write it, it's most important how to say it, not how to write it. And if you even say it not correctly, I guess it's okay, because you need to practice. So just practice, and eventually they will understand you or not. And actually, you need to be prepared they don't understand you. So that's part of the learning. So you just need to, but you need to have to do something, because that's the most important. Just listening to this video will not get you far, I think, if you don't practice. And as I said, I wrote before, if you want to practice like with me and you're not in Poland, or you have a problem, you cannot, I can try, I'll help you probably for free, unless a lot of people come and ask me this, which I don't expect really, but if there are few people that want, and yeah, for sure I can, talk to you, no problem, and I can also practice it myself. So where was I? Let's repeat the sentences. So chciałbym zamówić dużego hot doga. After that, what I did, I wanted to see what selections they have. Jakie rodzaje hotdogów są do wyboru? Okay. What do you have for selection? She told me what I want. I said cabanos, or I said kiełbasa, poproszę. And this one I didn't say. We maybe do it later. Okay. And then I wanted to pay, so I said płatność kartą, something like that. I also need to practice this płatność kartą. She understood me, so I guess I did it correctly. And then she came back. I asked her what type of sauce. So jakie sos są do wyboru? And I selected my sauce that I like. Poproszę sos musztardowy i sos czosnkowy. Okay. So that's a repeat of the sentences, and now it's 14:07. 14:07. 6. Not 8, 7. Let's put it here. Okay. And now I'll try to explain you what's proszę and poproszę, which I'm not an expert, so don't. I just tell you what I know. Like proszę and poproszę, it means please. But from my understanding, if you go to a shop and you want to buy something, you can use both of them. But if someone like ask you a question and you answer it and say something, and you, for example, I don't know, you want to give someone like a tea or some kind of item. So you said proszę, here, take it, proszę. You don't say poproszę. Poproszę when you ask, you can do it when you ask. And you can also use proszę when you ask. So basically for you, it's mostly the same. In situation when you order, you can use both of them, and you can use it instead of the chciałbym. Chciałbym is I would like to, and you can also, instead of say I would like to have a hot dog, you can say please hot dog, something like that. Or you can also say it in combination, like you can say chciałbym sos musztardowy i sos czosnkowy, and then you can say at the end proszę or poproszę, okay, which is more polite, I guess. Or when you make the first, when you pay in the card, you say Płatność, kartę. You can also add proszę. It's actually very nice to say those things. So that's what I know about that. So let's write down the time, of course, 16:07, and let's write it here. 16:07. Okay, let's say what first I was very happy about this conversation. Like I did some, improvising on the go, and I got an answers, and it was a real conversation. Like you ask her what sources they have because you want to know, because you're the customer and you want to know what they have there. And she tells you what they have, and it's perfectly good question to do. So I was very happy. So I still have a few more things, but general, I am like, I think 80% can order no problem a hot dog, which like a week ago I was using English, which is a big success for me. Okay. So let's say what we can do next time. First time they ask me, sometimes when I go to Żabka is a shop you can buy those hot dogs, but there are other places you can buy that are not Żabka, and they told me aplikacja Żabki, something like that, and I said nie ma, which is I don't have, because there is an application and they can, I guess, I don't know, get some points. I have no idea what they use it for, but my teacher explained me about that, and I didn't notice it, and he said always they ask him. So the first time they asked me was today, I think, aplikacja Żabki, and I'm happy because maybe they feel I'm not so tourist-like because I was talking kind of okay, I guess. So they asked me that, which is nice. And after you pay with a card, sometimes they ask me, not today, but sometimes they ask me something like podwierdzenia, something like that. And always when they ask me that, I didn't understand what they're asking. So I said I don't understand, something like that in English, usually. And sometimes they don't know how to explain it. But this is actually a receipt from the credit card. You get the bill when you pay also, but you also can get the credit card payment receipt. So they ask you if you want a copy of that. So usually now I say nie chcę, or what's written here, nie chciałbym podwierdzenia, something like that. And I didn't try it yet, but I need to practice it. You can also say nie chcę, poproszę, or something like that. So next time I try to practice this, and I want to also learn about this to ask them poproszę pszeno bułkę, which means I want the bun from wheat, which is there are a few types, as I said, there are a few types of bun. Usually now they don't ask me. At the first time I entered to buy, they ask me, and then after that they never ask me again. So like I don't know, 15% they ask me. So I can, if they don't ask me, I can ask them, I can tell them what I want, which is the first step for me. And the next step is to ask what type of buns they have, what selections of them, because this is also a valid question. And I'm not sure every place have a selection of buke, but some do. So it's relevant to ask. So that's about that. So basically, all of those things, like I need to practice, and then I can move to the next thing I want to do, which I also have few ideas, but I guess let's finish what we have now. This I talked about. This I'm not popular. I even haven't downloaded, I haven't uploaded any of the videos yet, but I'm going to do that. But there are sometimes people, like I know, popular YouTubers, they are trying to impersonate them. So if you see someone, in the chat, writing all kind of links or saying something that I say, or don't believe anyone, okay? Everything, like, people like to, scam other people, which is very not nice, but you need to have common sense and see, and I understand, if you want to ask me a question, you can email me, and this is my email. It's polish.dave77@gmail.com. So if you want to ask me something, you can send me to that email. And if someone gets a link about, I want to impersonate me, like to go with a Telegram chat with you or WhatsApp or whatever, make a common sense, you just use the email if you want to contact me, okay? Don't because I don't like that, people that watch me, get, other people impersonate me. And also, this is not really financial, but I just would like to say this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. So you should be aware of that. And that's all for today. I'm happy you listened to me, and it really helps me to make those videos, because I do an extra repeat of the things I said. It's more clear to me. And in general, in life, if you want to learn something very good, it's good if you try to teach what you know. It helps you learn it better, I think. Although I'm not perfect, as you know. So I'm Dave, and I'm signing out. Thank you. Have a good day.